Do girls really like it when guys touch their butt?
Well, hello you guys. Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back to the channel. This is gonna get good.
Y'all, I'm nervous. I feel like I'm gonna be put on the hot seat and Chad's been going through questions and he just keeps giggling, which makes me even more nervous.
Look, I just think that guys are a little different than girls in a lot of ways. And the guys' questions, while some of them I think are like really good and like honest questions, there was also some spicy, funny ones. I'm just like, the boys. I love it.
On a side note, can we appreciate how cute this little linen jumper is from
Super
Cuddle and
cute,
Pup?
it
I
is.
feel like I get random questions and I feel like people are gonna be like, where's your shirt from? And so I just wanted to preface that it's an even cuter little romper.
You're super cute, babies.
Cuddle
And
and Pup,
before
love
we
them.
get into the questions, we just want to give a quick shout out to our subscriber of the week, which is Sean. Or this picture. Sorry, Sean. Anyways, Sean's the best. He's one of the most proactive people that we have on our channel, but also on our Patreon. He organized our Formula One Discord chat, and also Tori and I are scheduling a movie night with people on our Patreon.
So excited.
And he's organizing it.
Love it.
And so I just want to give a shout out to him. He's just an amazing guy, and he's adds so much to all the conversations. So thank you, Sean.
Yes.
Let's get to the questions.
And if you're not a part of our Patreon fam and you want to join in, next week is our Bible study and we're planning this movie night. So lots of things happening over there. So,
Amen.
yeah. I'm stalling. I'm like, what else can I say?
If you saw our last video, one of the questions that was asked to me was, what do guys like when girls wear whatever, right? My answer to that was a sundress. Like, I like so many things, but a sundress is like a guy's kryptonite. So the first question I'm gonna ask you is what is the guy equivalent of a sundress?
I feel like a date night where you wear a button down, but it's like not buttoned all the way up, you know?
What'd you say?
Okay.
What?
Not on camera, bibis.
Sorry about this.
Yeah, but I also like, I don't know, there's something about like you and just sweats, because then I feel like I can cuddle you, you know?
Jeez, this
I'm
is
like,
getting
oh,
spicy.
He's so sweet and cuddly.
Why do girls go to the bathroom together?
We go in packs.
Why?
Because we talk the whole time we're in there.
Even while you're using the bathroom?
Yes.
Well, I guess
do.
guys can do that too, but you're like a lot closer in proximity. We're like shoulder to shoulder, and you're kind of like, well, what brought you in here? I'm like, for me, it was orange juice. The other guy's like, for me, it was Sprite. But y'all are in the stalls.
I feel like girls do things in packs. Like we travel in packs.
Very communal.
Yeah.
Strength in numbers.
Strength in numbers.
Okay.
And then we can like freshen up together and talk and stuff.
Next question.
Okay.
Do girls really like it when guys touch their butt?
When you touch my butt. But if some stranger touched my butt, I'd be like,
I'm talking
"Get up
about
off
people
me."
that are together. You know what I mean?
Then yeah. I like when you touch my
You
butt.
don't like it?
I just said I like it when
I've been
you
living
touch my
a
butt.
lie.
What do you mean? I just said I
were
like
hesitant.
when you touch my butt. Mm-hmm. But that feels so awkward to say on camera.
Is it attractive?
Okay.
Is if a man is silent and shy or charismatic? Kind of like more like moody, cool, off to himself, shy. Like this.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Can't do it. All right.
I personally like open and charismatic.
Well,
and
praise
fun.
God.
Yeah, but I feel like I feel like that depends on like what your personality type is.
Yeah, it does. It all depends on the way people mesh together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, how do you know when it's time for a guy to ask you to be his girlfriend?
This is a good question. I feel like you waited too long to ask me to be your girlfriend, and then you just started telling people I was your girlfriend without asking me to be your girlfriend.
Listen, none of us are perfect.
So don't ask Chad for that advice.
Okay. Okay. I put a ring on it, all right?
I feel like don't ask on the second date or anything. Don't ask like really soon.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if y'all are talking and if you've made it pretty apparent that you're exclusive, then the next step is the GFBF.
Ooh, girlfriend, boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Next question.
Okay.
Does a six-pack matter?
No.
Next question. Six-pack or dad bod? I'm about to go eat some cake, so you just answer that question.
I'm not gonna be mad about a six pack, but
okay.
you know what I mean? It's like,
Gonna go to the gym.
what?
Next question. What is attractive in a guy besides looks?
your faith. I feel like I'm talking to you specifically, but someone who like knows who they are and is confident in that. I feel like confidence is more attractive than anything else. Yeah. Like knowing what you believe, knowing your convictions and why you believe that thing.
I believe what you're saying. I have confidence in what you're saying. Okay, next question. How to ask her for the remote to watch F1 when she's watching a movie?
Don't.
What is something that Chad does that is hot? Sorry.
Okay, well, y'all already know that my love language is physical touch. So I feel like when you just like are lovey-dovey on me, it's like attractive to me.
I receive that.
I'm like, ooh, bibbies.
You feel that? Next question. Now, this is actually going to get a little deep, so buckle up. What goes through a girl's mind whenever a guy opens up to them about pornography?
So what went through my mind? Well, I feel like a lot of y'all may or may not know our story with that. If not, click the video above. But for me, I had opened up to Chad about so many things about my past, and I've experienced so much grace from the Lord that when he shared that with me, I wasn't like, oh yay, awesome, so happy that you struggle with that. But I also wasn't like scared, if that makes sense. For me, I just like know that the Lord has the power to break strongholds. And I just told him, I was like, do you have accountability? And he did. Do you feel remorse? Yes, because I think a lot of guys just don't care and they think it's totally fine. And so that would have been a huge red flag to me. But the fact that you had a heart posture to be like, I know this is wrong and I know that this could affect relationally certain things and I'm working on it with God and with accountability, then the only response I can have is, okay, like I'm going to give you grace and we're going to walk through this.
My sweet peppers. All right, next question. Tips for going up and talking to a girl.
Just go for it. I feel like guys get too much in their head sometimes and then it turns into this playing games. But I feel like like I said before, like have confidence, walk up, ask her questions about her life, like just as you would like a normal friend and get to know her, because I feel like the games are just annoying. And so it's like, just like go make a friend, you know, and like, don't get in your head about like, oh my gosh, is this girl going to be my wife? Like, is this it? You know what I mean? If you just want to go like interact with a girl.
We made eye contact. That's my wife.
I'm serious, but if it's like, hey, like I just want to make a friend, like I want to build community, like let me just go ask this girl some questions about her life and even see if we have any like
that's good
similar
advice.
Interests.
Yeah, they say don't put the cart before the horse because the horse pulls the cart. So like don't carry the expectation that this person is your wife before you even know her name. Yeah. You know, just say hello and get to know her and
take the pressure off.
Too
much pressure.
All right. Now, this kind of follows that question.
Okay.
Does a girl easily notice it when guys like them?
Yes and no, because I think it depends on the guy. I think a lot of girls can misread situations because I mean, and this was kind of in the last video, like what's the difference between being friendly and being flirty? And I feel like a lot of girls misread friendly guys for being flirty.
Yeah. All right, next
Dave's
question.
Like, I know.
Next question is, how do girls feel if a guy asks to split the bill?
This depends. For me, like if I'm interested and the guy has invited me and then they ask to split the bill, I would be like shooketh. I'd be like, what is happening here? But if it's like a friend, you know what I mean? Like then I think it's different, you know? But if it's a date, like a first or second date or something like that, and they ask to split the bill, I would be a little concerned.
Yeah, especially if he invited you. Because imagine he invites you to like a really nice restaurant that's like, I don't know, $100 a person or something, right? Yeah. And then he's like, by the way, you cool to split the bill? You know? It's like, that's a lot. I'd be
like, you aren't getting a text back.
Yeah. You want to pay my phone bill for me to... I am, because you keep blowing my phone up.
Oh my gosh.
So, why do girls ask questions when they don't really want answers? I feel so seen right now. I feel so heard. I'm so giddy with I'm gleaning right now because I feel like...
Oh my gosh. Sometimes we're just external processors and just want to be heard as we talk through the thing.
Yeah.
So something Chad had to learn when we first got married was, do you want me to listen? Do you want to hug? Or do you want advice?
Because I stay on number 3. I stay trying to give advice, but she wants advice maybe 5% of the time. She wants a hug like 90% of the time. And then I forgot the other one, but it's typically the hug. Yeah. It's typically the hug one. Next question. What should we guys do, or what should we expect / do when girls are on their period? Someone that we're dating or married to or whatever.
Bring us chocolate.
Chocolate.
Give us extra grace because we need it.
Yep.
We might be a little feistier or a little more emotional. Buckle up. And then maybe extra hugs.
Extra hugs.
Extra hugs, extra grace, extra chocolate. Maybe throw in some flowers or something in there.
Does pregnancy scare you even if you are really excited for children?
I think the only thing that is like slightly scary is like growing
a human being and pushing them out of your body.
It's exciting.
Huh.
I mean, like labor is like, ooh, you know, like that's a little scary, like the pain. But I've had stomach issues my entire life and so much stomach pain that there have been moments where I'm like, hot dang, this feels like labor, truly. And so I feel like low-key my entire life I've been preparing.
You've been training for this
labor.
moment. I'm just going to be passed out there on the hospital floor, stone cold white, sweats, everything. Yeah.
But then it's also like, I think there's like a hint of, oh wow, will I ever look and feel the same after children? Like that part's a little scary, but it's also like, I was watching a Milena Ciciotti video the other day and she was sharing about how, like where her body is now after 2 kids, and she was like, every time I see this little stretch mark in this, I'm reminded that I got to carry my children and what a blessing that was. And I was like, I love that. So
yeah, that's a good way to look at it. If you've never had a first kiss, should I tell my significant other before I kiss them, or hope that they just can't tell I'm inexperienced?
Well, first off, so cute. I love that. I think it depends on how comfortable you are with the person. You know, I don't think it's anything to be ashamed about or insecure about. I think it's exciting, and when that time comes with the right person and you feel confident and comfortable that like God is in it and it's not a pressured situation. Like my first kiss was terrible and there was so much pressure around it and there was literally people around. Wish I could delete that from my memory.
That's so funny. I remember my first kiss. I did it out of fear because people were making fun of me that I didn't feel ready to kiss.
Same.
But they weren't saying it to me, they were saying it about me, around me. And I mean, this is when I was young, right?
Yeah.
And it was in between classes where you switch classrooms or whatever. I walk up to the girl and I kissed her and I said, I told you I wasn't scared, and I walked away. Can you imagine like 12-year-old Chad?
Such a dork. Such a dork.
That's called confidence, baby.
I was like 14 or 15. Yeah. But it was in a movie theater and it was just like people were literally all around us. Like Bree was sitting next to me. Just terrible.
Gosh.
Terrible. I was in the
movie
bathroom.
theater?
Yeah, it was my first week that I had switched over from private school to public school.
Yeah, look
and
at you
everyone's
go.
like, what do you mean? Da, da, da. And they pressured me into it. And I literally like, oh, so dumb. Regret that.
Should have kept you in that school.
Truly. Going to public school wasn't the best call from...
Well, I grew up in public schools and I turned out okay. You don't think that's funny? I thought it was funny. All right, next question. What are some things that cause you to lose interest in a guy?
If I can tell there isn't like fruit in their life and that they talk
like apples.
if they're talking a big game but their actions don't line up, then shoo shoo. If their faith is not active, shoo shoo. If they don't treat their mama well, that's how they'll end up treating you.
Yes. You can tell when someone treats you like a princess, they were raised in the arms of a queen.
Ooh. Chef's kiss.
Shoo shoo. Next question. What things attract you to a guy to make you want to stay?
That I can tell they're genuinely interested and invested. I feel like that whole game of like, I can't tell if they're into me or not into me, and that whole like,
Are you interested in me? Because I'm not really feeling things, but now you're getting interested in me, but I'm not really interested, but now you're not interested, but now I'm kind of getting interested.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
that thing. I don't like that thing.
Yeah.
I like when it's like, hey, here we are. This is intentional. I like you. You like me. And like, let's get to know each other.
Yeah.
Let's see if like God's hands on this.
What is the biggest turnoff? Or does that answer?
I really feel like it's like how you're treated. Like if I feel like a guy's controlling, huge turnoff.
Yeah.
Like not controlling.
Can you look at the camera for me, please?
I don't like, kind of very similar to what you said. Like I don't like a lot of cursing. I don't like for it to be like.
Oh, I'm so happy I don't gotta talk much in this video.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of cussing or like not treating people kindly. Those are like matters of the heart.
Yeah.
And so.
What is a period actually like?
Well, it depends on the day because for me personally, some people have like super light, nonchalant periods. Like my mom never had trouble with her periods at all. Like they were light and it was like not that big of a deal. For me, ever since I've had one, it's like the day before I am so emotional. There will be tears, doesn't matter, happy tears, sad tears, tears will be shed. And then for at least 2 days of my period, I am like cramping hardcore.
Yeah.
And so like I can work through them just because of my personality where I'm like, no, I can do this. But if I was smart and I just like let myself rest, I could probably be curled up in the fetal position for like 2 days and just sleep.
It is hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but watching you go through it, I'm like, oh my
But then like
word.
the last couple days, it lightens up and I'm fine. But it's always like those first couple days that are kind of rough. And especially rough since we've been trying to get pregnant. And it's like, it's a whole nother heightened emotions because like I said, I already am normally gonna cry, but then you add on top of it like, oh wow, my timeline is not God's timeline, and that's sad. And so then all logic disappears and hormones take over and it's super fun.
Yay! Next question, and this one's for the boys. Is it really that hard to decide where to eat?
Yes, I hate when you ask me that. And you ask me a lot, what do you want to eat?
Why is it so difficult?
Because there's too many options. I need it to be narrowed down. It's like analysis paralysis.
I hear you. Do you want a hug right now? Side hug? Next question. This one's also for the boys.
They're all for the boys.
What's the proper answer to, does this dress make me look fat?
Honey, you look fantastic.
In anything you wear.
Yeah, except for honestly, sometimes I would rather know if it's not attractive. Like maybe another option. It's not my favorite dress.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
You look fantastic. That might not be my favorite dress you've ever worn.
Okay.
Because then it's about the clothing item and not you.
I'm learning right now. Like literally, I don't know if you know. Zach, can you replay that?
Okay. Because then it's about the clothing item.
He's taking notes.
I literally went like, oh, okay. I legit was like, oh shoot, that's good.
You're welcome.
Wow, this is so
You're
therapeutic. I feel seen, I feel heard, I feel I'm gaining in wisdom. Another one that's for the boys. You know who you are. What does I'm fine really mean?
I am definitely not fine. I probably need a hug. I might need to be left alone for like 5 minutes, but then I'm probably gonna need to talk about it, and I'm gonna need you to feel like a safe place to talk to about it.
Should we knock on the door after that 5 minutes alone? Do we slide food underneath the door? What should we do?
I'm an interesting person though because I'm an external processor. So normally I need to talk it out.
Yeah.
But some girls really actually do want to be left alone so that they can process it on their own and then come to you.
And so how do you know whether you want to be left alone or you don't?
Ask.
Ask. Ask. You too can treat your woman better by simply asking. Next question. This one's number 4 for the boys. You know who you are. What's up with all the pillows?
Coziness. And you like more pillows. You love the pillows.
Oh my god. But I sleep on the pillows and she gets upset with me. She's like, these aren't meant to be slept on. I'm like,
because he sleeps on the decorative ones.
I'm like,
these
why are they
huge ones?
Why are they on the bed?
Because they cover up all the other ones you actually sleep on.
Maybe. Essentialism. This was an interesting question. I wonder if this person was coming after me or if they were just trying to ask an interesting question. Are you ever worried that Chad's good guy vibe is just to manipulate you?
No.
That's what someone asked.
Sad.
I thought I was a bad boy. What are you talking about? I don't curse in videos. I'm such a bad boy. It's like, I find it interesting that my good guy vibe as to opposed to what? Like, I'm secretly a bad boy pretending to be a good guy? You ever see me try to be a bad guy? Like, I smile in like 90% of our videos. It's hard to.
I can't really see you as a bad. It's not that you never get angry or upset or frustrated. You do, but that's not like being a bad guy.
What is something that you want but don't want to have to ask for?
Time and attention and intentionality.
Good Lord. Hold on. Time and attention and intentionality. Okay, at least they rhyme. Next question. Okay. Does how much money a guy makes matter?
Like, does he have a job? Is he in the pursuit of something? Does he feel like he has purpose? Is he walking in a direction? Yes, that matters.
Underlying feeling that you're saying that if there's a pressure that men feel to earn a lot of money, it's not the amount of money, it's the amount of pursuit of something. Not the pursuit of money, but the pursuit of like a goal or a career. It's like you're walking towards something you're passionate about.
Like laziness would be a turnoff. Laziness would be something that I would be like, that's a red flag for me. Like if you don't make money because you're lazy and you're not pursuing something, you're not trying to build something, you're not like going after something, then that would be like, that matters.
You heard it here, folks. Don't be lazy. L-A-Z-Y. All right. Oh, interesting question. Red alert, red alert, red alert. Do girls struggle with lust just as much as guys do?
I mean, it's hard to say because I'm not in a guy's head, but I feel like in dating, I definitely struggled with it. Like I wanted things that I shouldn't want.
Who was it?
You! So that's why boundaries are so important, because I feel like those thoughts and having boundaries in place to like shut them down really quickly and make them obedient to Christ is so important. So we have a whole boundary series.
Touch my body. Okay, next question. So what does a guy do that makes a girl know they like them? Or what can a guy do to let the girl know they like them?
Tell them would be helpful.
What about actions? That's not verbal actions.
Non-verbal cues. Like actually taking an interest in their life. You know, showing up, being there.
Yeah, I find that really interesting. Tell me more.
You're such a dork. I could tell Chad was interested because he pursued my heart, you know.
And I would call you every day.
That helped too.
What are things that girls do to flirt with guys?
I feel like it's very similar to a guy. It's like you want to be in their presence. You want to be near them. You know, you want to, I don't know, look nice around them and in front of them. But I do feel like I love that you pursued me, and I didn't feel like I was like pursuing you. And so I didn't feel like I had to manipulate a way to like get close to you, you know, because you were doing that, which was nice. I would find a way to like touch his arm or something. Another
question that we were asked, abs or arms?
Arms. Wrap me.
I'm flexing so hard right now. She actually got the word arms, actually a whole phrase inside this ring.
In your arms.
I am home. That's what she said on the inside of the ring. All right, last question. Okay. Do girls really like it when guys treat them badly? You know, there's like the whole stereotype thing.
Yeah, no, I don't. No, thank you.
Why do you think some girls like that?
Well, you know, I can't say that because I was in not a very good relationship. I really don't know why. Truly, I think it's a mystery as to why we think that is attractive in certain seasons of our lives. And if I could go back, I would like hit myself in the face. Just a little Holy Spirit jolt.
You just show up from like a time machine. You walk up to like young you and you just like slap her, then get back in the time machine.
I don't know. I think it's like the mystery of it or something. But I hate that I liked that at a point in time. So if you're into that, I'll be praying for you. Really not a good move.
It's not a good look.
Yeah. There it is, fam.
How do you think it was?
I don't feel like there was any like overly juicy ones.
There was a few that weren't appropriate.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I told you at the beginning of the video that guys are a little different. You know, the questions they asked were, you know, I think more relationship centered. About like a lot of the questions were about periods. A lot of them were how to flirt, how to talk to women. Yeah. You know, a lot of it was kind of that mentality.
Anyways, y'all, I hope that was encouraging. I hope I answered some of your questions, whether you're a guy or a girl.
Yeah. So. Yours are more funny. Mine were a little bit more deep.
All right, y'all. We love ya.
Love ya.
And we'll be seeing you in the next video.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.